Right then, so a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre SE automatic. I do apologise, there might be a bit of background noise today. They're doing a bit of hedge trimming very close to us, so I'll do it as quick as I can. This car's covered just 54,000 miles, 2 owners from new, and been serviced, I think it's 11 times. It's lovely. Finished in this really lovely passion red metallic, which always looks good on the car. Never ever does it justice in the pictures or the video. Front of the car, lights and lenses, clear and intact. There's no cracks or condensation there. Bonnet very clean, can't see any obvious stone chips there. Coming down to the near side, passenger side, very smooth in the panel work. No obvious car park indentations. Near side front alloy, excellent. Near side rear, really good for the age of the car. And around the back, they're all very clean. Tailgate likewise. And offside of the car, driver's side, again really crisp and smooth in the panel work there. Offside rear alloy, again absolutely fantastic. The remaining panel work is really nice. It's, you know, for a car of its age, it's been kept absolutely beautifully. Coming to the back of the car now, absolutely cavernous boot. Nice to see Honda load liner fitted. It's been kept very well back here. Coming to the back, my camera makes the seats look slightly purpley. By the way, they are not, they're black, and I have no idea why it does it, and I've never worked out how to do it. Trust me, they are black and they've been kept really well. Passenger side on the front, again very clean. Passenger seat, again not purple, black, and again absolutely lovely. When I come around to the driver's side, door card lovely and clean. Same with the footwell area, full set of original Honda mats in lovely condition. Again, driver's seat in superb condition and not purple. So inside the car now, engine's running. So the dashboard can be seen illuminated, and again it's absolutely stunning condition. Everything working as it should. It's just been kept absolutely beautifully. If I put a little pod up there, you can see you've got the rear parking camera, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Finally there, just to show you, dashboard binnacle, 54,128 miles, engine running, and there are no warning lights at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and locking wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video. Sorry, I put my microphone on. This is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre SE automatic. Car is registered FX13. I can't read my own writing. Looks like AXE, but it might not be. It'll be close enough. Mileage on the car is 54,128 miles. And the reason we do these videos, and especially actually this bit, the road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's looking at any of our cars online, they get to see that actual car in operation. And the reason we've always felt it important is simply because, like loads of people, we've been to see cars which have looked perfectly good in a photograph or description, but only to get them find out it's actually got an obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car, which can be hugely frustrating if you've driven any kind of distance. It's also done on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is, of course, it will then be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you go and drive in the car. So coming to the car, it's been very well looked after, just the 2 owners and 11 services. Twist the key, engine starts instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and temperature gauge running at 1/3, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. Honda, as I regularly say, build the best 4-cylinder engines in the world. Pardon me. And that's the real world of motoring, you know, day-to-day use, you know, reliability, all that kind of stuff. In its class, it's widely regarded as being the most reliable and longest lasting engine. It's also timing chain driven, so there's no cam belts to have to worry about on the car. But more than that, it's just how nice the engine is to use. on a daily basis. It's got such a sweet edge to it. It's docile, it's tractable, it pulls well, but when you do extend it, you put your foot down, you get a muted intake noise, but it's always sweet edged. That's the sign of very good engineering. They haven't put loads of sound deadening to try and quieten it down. It's naturally quiet and naturally smooth. Lovely engines. Engine then feeds through into the auto gearbox. Again, Honda always highly regarded in that way. Gear ratios rather chosen to try and get the best out of the engine in terms of both performance and economy. So it's a compromise between the two, and they've done a very nice job. Gear changes on the move are very slick. You can use these little flappy paddles to change gear. No one ever really does that often, but it is actually quite handy if you're going to overtake something but you don't want the gearbox to change up, because it always wants to. You can control it by doing that, so you can keep revving it rather than allowing it to sort of change up, as I said. Notwithstanding reputation for reliability, you should always do the same checks on any automatic gearbox. Just make sure on the move the gear changes are in fact smooth, and they are perfect in that sense in the car. But almost more importantly, when you're stationary, when you put it into drive or back into reverse, there shouldn't be any sort of great thunks or clunks as it engages, and again, in every single respect, this one's perfect. Moving on to the steering and chassis, I quite often say in these videos that the CR-V is one of these cars where if you read the motoring press, quite often you'll listen to someone who's a frustrated motoring journalist who wants to drive around in Lamborghinis all day, driving one and thinking, oh, this is boring. And they say it's boring, it's dull, it's not engaging, it's not a sports car. But that doesn't mean it doesn't drive nicely. It drives really nicely. I've not had a customer yet come and say, do you know what, that doesn't drive very nice. They always do. They always say how nice it is. Because ultimately it's just to get you and your family from A to B comfortably, and it does a brilliant job. But when you do go through a corner like this, carry a bit more speed than normal, it just flows through with minimum fuss, and that's genius to me in the way that they can combine those two things. The steering has got a lovely weight to it. It's accurate, it's precise, and it exhibits absolutely no vibrations at this speed or any speed actually up to the legal limit. Try and get around this corner a little bit. It also tracks dead straight. The suspension likewise, no clonks, no bangs, no rattles from underneath the car at all absolutely solid. Brakes on the car, got to turn right here, so I'll leave it to late to brake. I know they're good, but just for the video's sakes. But they're very powerful, no pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all, which is the thing I'm looking out for most of all. And then finally coming inside the car, again, when you get into the car, easy to get a very comfortable driving position. It's all very natural in the car, lovely, comfortable, supportive seats, brilliant visibility all around the car, helped by these huge wing mirrors and a low dash line as well. So you always feel very confident and in control of the car. The one thing video can never get across completely is build quality. I know it's only done a low mileage relatively, but it is 12 years old, and there's not a squeak or a rattle from the interior, and they are brilliantly put together cars. Not in a showy way, but in a robust, long-lasting, we know what the car's going to be used for way, and it is fantastically well made. Dashboard, by modern standards, is blissfully simple to operate. It really is. You've got a huge, simple radio, CD player, you've got DAB, you've got hands-free telephone as well on it. But even an idiot like me can operate it, so it must be simple. Down below that, you've got your climate control system, and you can have different temperatures on either side if you really want to. And that pumps out lovely cold air, because we tried it in a nice warm workshop earlier on. If you twist anything or press any buttons, you've met with a lovely high quality feel to all of the controls on the Honda, as they always do. And finally, your dash binnacle in front, simple, beautifully displayed, white on black graphics. It's how it should be. So you haven't got so much information, you get distracted. You've got all the information you actually need. and then finally got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel, which feels great in hand, is in lovely condition. So I've got a BMW driver literally an inch off my bumper, but I'm not going to hurry up. There we go. Crikey me. That would have been in the boot if you got any closer. Sorry, just 3 degrees at the warning light for the say it's cold outside just pinged on. This is a 4-wheel drive version of the CR-V, and not all of them are, but there's no buttons, nothing to press, because it does it all for you. Honda worked out many moons ago that most people will be driving as I am right now, where you basically don't need 4-wheel drive on, which is 99% of your driving for most people. So basically it runs in 2-wheel drive, front wheel drive, and that's the most efficient way to pull a car along. The beauty of the system is that you're going to get through your tyres less quickly, use less fuel, and puts far less mechanical stress to the vehicle. Should it need to go into 4-wheel drive, it does it and reacts more quickly than you could yourself, because it's done via the traction control system. So if the front wheels start to lose grip on gravel, mud, snow, ice, whatever it happens to be, it seamlessly brings in the rear wheels to give you 4-wheel drive and disengages it very quickly when you don't need it. It's a brilliant system. They've operated it for years, incredibly reliably as well. As I said at the start, the point of the video is literally just to show it operating, but also to feedback on any issues, of which there's nothing at all.